Hey guys, come on downstairs. We are playing a little Career of Jim Bob Lowder. We're in season number 2 in the NASCAR Camping World Truck Series. Season number 1 was in the Dirt Series, and we came in 4th place in that series. And we're a full-time truck driver now for the Camping World Truck Series. We're not doing so hot at the moment, though. We are in 22nd place with 15 points after 3 races as we head into race number 4 at Dover International Speedway, or Raceway. I didn't see what it was. For the JEGS 200. So I hope you guys will chill with me here for the next 15 minutes as we take on the field of NASCAR Camping World Truck Racers. We will be starting 24th in this race as we get ready to go green
this time
here at Dover.
All right, be ready.
And here we go.
All right, driver.
We are underway. Jennifer Jo Cobb in front of us.
Inside.
Get used to that. No, don't get used to her in front of us. She's not a great driver. She might be a good driver. She doesn't have great equipment. And so hopefully she's not in front of us a whole lot. So we fall back right out of the gate into 28th. Austin Wayne Self passes us on the inside, as does Lamastus. And we got to get better at our starts. Starting and restarting just has not been great. And it's just going to come with experience, I think. I'm still getting used to the truck series. This is only race number 4 of this season. And I promise I do get better. Spoiler alert, I guess. For upcoming races, I get better
Clear low, bud. Clear low.
at driving the truck. Whether or not I finish in the top 10 or whatever, that's still, I'll let you wonder that. But I do get better as a race car driver or a truck driver as the series goes on. Get more used to it. All right, we're in 27th now. We're in lap 17 of a 45-lap stage number 1 here in Dover. Where is Dover? Is it Dover, Delaware? That's the only Dover I know. But heck, early in this series, I called Bristol, Connecticut, because that's the only Bristol I'd heard of. Little did I know that it's Bristol, Tennessee. But, I mean, if you followed me from episode number 1 of this series, you know that I knew absolutely nothing about racing. And somebody is taken out into the inside wall there, protecting the pits, and some smoke. I didn't see who that was or catch who it was, but somebody wasn't happy right there. All right, we move ahead. Lap 43 of 45 here in stage 1. So I've learned a little bit. I know that Bristol is in Tennessee now. I know it's called Thunder Valley. It's Bristol, baby, all that kind of stuff. So I've come a long way in my racing knowledge in a short time, thanks in part to COVID-19 and not having any other sporting events to watch. I have sat down and watched some NASCAR and with the intent to learn a little bit about it. And I've enjoyed it a little bit. So we're in lap number 44 of a 45-lap stage number 1. We've got Peters out in front of us. We are in 17th place now. We're running a little bit better. To be honest, I don't have the time to go in and practice at these tracks for an hour, so I'll do a couple of laps. But honestly, early in stage 1, I'm trying to get a feel for the track and the car and everything else. I mean, I practice long enough to try to get, make some adjustments to the truck a little bit. Maybe I should do more and do better, and maybe as this season goes on, I'll learn that. But it's too time consuming for me to spend an hour practicing. So I hope that I get a good setup, and if I don't, hopefully I can adjust on the fly with pit stops and stuff. So stage number 1, we come in 17th. That's kind of where we've been finishing on these stages. The last, I don't know, it just seems like a very average place for us to finish, around 17th. It seems like we've seen that number a lot. Johnny Sauter is your winner of stage number 1. I'm sorry I don't have the normal graphic that I put up for stage winners. I actually won't have it for the next couple of episodes, but it comes back, and I do better at bringing it back, so you'll bear with me on that. All right, so we've got 43 laps of fuel left estimated. Got a little bit of damage to our front, and we are back in 28th. I don't know what caused us to fall back. Probably a wreck of some sort that we were probably involved in. Probably not. I would have showed you that, I think. if we were in a wreck. I think we just,
All right, careful now. Still there.
I don't know. I wish I could guess what it was, but I can't. I have no idea. I played this race too long ago. All right, we are in 28th with 24th place Forrester in front of us, so he's got a lap on us. So we've got a lot of ground to make up here
Good lap structure.
in this race.
Outside now.
We got Fontaine in front of us, or 27th, so I think if we pass him, we'll move into 27th. I would hope that he hasn't lapped us as well. Otherwise, we've got a lot of making up to do here. So, we're in 28th, Fontaine in 27th. Obviously, we've got to get all the way around the track to reach 24th. But let's see how we do. We are still in stage number 2. We're going to move to the inside of Fontaine. We're going to pass a group of trucks, and then we kind of get into the rear quarter panel of Benfinger. He's not going to love us for that.
Still there.
He's probably swearing at the rookie right now. Jim Bob Lowder struggling a little bit so far in this early going, and hopefully we don't make too many enemies. Jim Bob Lowder comes in 28th in stage number 2. Yikes. Wow, guys, we can't run this bad this whole season. We got to get better than this. We are 2 laps behind off the lead, which makes me think that we got in some type of an accident that I skipped over. Probably because it was my fault and I was embarrassed to show you guys how bad it was. That's what the likely story is, to be honest. So we're in lap number 103. Probably some crazy thing where, like, one of my kids came. Well, one of my kids. I only have one kid that can walk. She probably came in my room or something and took my concentration away, and I just slammed into the wall or something ridiculous like that I didn't want to show you. So anyway, let's stick with where we're at. We are in 28th out of 32 teams. We're in lap 103 out of 200. We're in stage 3. And let's make the most of this and see what we can do. Hopefully we kept our concentration, and Jim Bob Lowder comes up with a respectable race finish. Here is we are sitting in 22nd place in the standings. So, I mean, sadly, a 28th place finish probably won't drag us down that much.
All right, now you're clear.
So we're going to make a nice pass on the outside here. And we're actually going to pass quite a few cars, scrape the wall a little bit. Man, I've got to get better at this. And I'm doing this commentary well after, like, this entire season is done when I did this commentary. So I'm watching this like you are, and I'm kind of shaking my head like, wow, I was really bad. Jim Bob Lowder really struggled in the early part of his truck series career. And that doesn't mean that we won't have our moments later on where we do struggle, but man, it's not this bad, I guarantee you that. We do kind of get the feel of it after a little while, but this is kind of bad, guys. This is really bad. We're coming up on Gregson, so we are maybe, we get slammed into the wall, and Gregson's going to get back in front of us. I think we got a little bit excited, like Jim Bob Lowder gets a little bit excited to get back on the lead lap, and now we're gonna pack it in and go get that damage fixed while there's still, I think we needed to pit anyway at some point here with 80 laps to go. Actually, the estimated fuel after a pit is still 69, so we're going to have to pit again. That's not good. We should have tried to limp out 10 laps maybe to try to make it our last pit stop. This bad pit management here. Holy cow, guys. We're bad at racing. We have a bad crew chief. Bad pit stop management. What is Jim Bob got going on? This team is probably wishing they had Austin Hill back. 18.9 seconds of pit time. The damage is pounded out on that front right side. And we're back on the track. But unless we really conserve our fuel and really do well that way, we are going to have to pit again sometime in this 200 laps. The good news is we're still 28th, so we pitted and came out still in 28th. But I think we probably lost the lap that we had just picked up by getting past Gregson. Of course, then we got put into the wall. So did we really make up that lap? Not really. So we're in lap number 123. 28 out of 32 drivers here at Dover. Sargent on the inside. Hopefully we can get on a little bit of a run here. And at least, I mean, at this point, top 20 maybe? I would take that. Probably should be thrilled with that. Jim Bob Lowder could get into the top 20 here. And there's a nice little string of trucks here we can get past. There's Friesen. He's running a little bit lower than usual. There's Myatt Snyder. He's in 19th. Friesen's going to get into our door a little bit.
All clear, all clear.
As we continue to try to pass trucks on the outside, we get it into somebody else's door.
Hold your line.
But we get past them. Man. So we're out into the free and clear in lap number 124. Hopefully we've got a fast truck now coming off with some fresh tires after that pit. And we did. Some other cars were pitting. We are up to 16th now. I think we have moved into 16th because some trucks have pitted and we still need to pit, if I remember correctly. But it's kind of nice to get out, and every once in a while I'll go to this view. I don't particularly love racing in this view. Unless, see how I get into the wall there? I'm not used to this view. Unless I'm like wide open like this, it does make things feel faster in this view, I'll give it that. So we're in 16th. I think some trucks were pitting, and I think, well, and here they come. And yeah, there we go. They've caught back up to us with their fresh tires. Justin Haley, and I think that was Myatt Snyder, I think, in front of him, if I remember right. And so we are in 18th now, and we're just going to try to hold on. We got 21 laps. I'm not sure where we're going to have to pit. Oh, man, maybe right here. Yep, we're going to pit right here. So we get down on the apron, misjudged where we got to go in, and now we're going to miss the entrance. Jim Bob, dude. Jim Bob is going to get fired. Struggling so bad. You see the leader is Burton. To our left, Friesen is in 19th. Honestly, this might be one of the worst races I ran in this entire season. I am just looking back on this after the whole season and doing the commentary. I am not well pleased at all with how I ran this race. Horribly. So we're in lap number 197. We're in 19th place. So apparently we had either already pitted or we're just trying to... We tried to conserve fuel, and we're kind of limping out to see if we can make it 3 more laps before we run out of gas.
Couple more turns, 2 more.
We've got Thorson in 18th, so we're going to have a little battle for 18th and 19th here to finish off this race here in Dover. Race number 5 of the career of Jim Bob Lowder in the Truck Series. A little bit of a stinker, I'll tell you that. A little bit of a stinker. Not a great race for Jim Bob. And his team's got to be a little bit unhappy with how he's done here. Although 19th, not too bad considering all the circumstances and all the trouble that we got into in this race. Well, lap 199, are we going to catch Thorson or not? I don't think we are. Thorson maybe has a 2-car length lead now, and he's continuing, we're maybe closing the gap a little bit, but I mean the leaders have got to be. Thorson gets into the side of Sauter a little bit. Sauter was a stage winner in stage 1, and we finished in 18th as we passed Sauter. So Sauter was limping to the finish line. He was in 17th, or he was in 16th actually. And so Thorson finished in 17th and we finished in 18th. And I think we just gave that to Thorson, Tanner Thorson. He's our teammate. And so it's just like, you know what, you finish 17th, we'll finish 18th. No big deal. All right, so we finish 18th here in race number 5 at Dover. Up next we have Kansas. And then we have Charlotte, Texas, and Iowa. Here in the Camping World Truck Series, we came into this one ranked number 22 in the standings. After an 18th place finish, we probably didn't move up tons. We'll take a look at that, though, in the next episode and see where we're at. All right, it's Mama's Basement Sports Gaming, the career of Jim Bob Lowder.